Hi everybody. In today's video I'm going to show you how I parse these 36 snowflakes into their own file using Nuget package DataJuggler.PixelDatabase, which happens to be the same Nuget package that powers my website PixelDatabase.net. We're going to go ahead and get started and create a new .NET 5 Windows Forms project. So I'm going to take you over to GitHub and show you my project called Subimage Creator. Here's the URL. And I'll put this in the video description also. It's just github.com/datajuggler/subimagecreator. I'm going to copy the URL to my clipboard. I'm going to open a new instance of Visual Studio, get a sip of beer, clone a repository. Sip of beer part was optional. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. I'm all about freedom of choice here. And I'm just going to paste in my URL here and click the clone button. Now I will get a sip of beer. Okay. Alright, so now we have the project opening. Take just a second to finish opening. Alright. I'm going to just go ahead and hit debug, start debugging. And I'll minimize everything I have open just to get you a little better view. And I'm going to browse for a file I have in my graphics folder called snowflakes texture small, and by small I mean 3600 by 3600. I'm going to type in 600 by 600 because I know I happen to have 36, and notice how the rows and columns are calculated for you. You can change this, but I did not put any validation in, so I do not advise going above 6 here. It's just advice, but it's up to you. Now I'm going to go ahead and go to my output folder, which is my snowflakes folder that's in my quick access. And this is the hard part. Create sub images, and I'll get another sip of beer. Again, the beer is optional. Now I'm going to go over to my snowflakes folder, and here are our snowflakes. Now eventually I'm going to try to create a snowflake scene in iClone, and I needed this so that the black part will be hidden and the snowflakes will look like this. I'm not sure how many dimensions. I'm going to try for 3, but that's just wanted to show you why we're building this. Now the rest of this video I'm going to give you a very brief explanation of the code. If you're not a programmer, you may not find this very interesting, but if you wanted to learn to code, this is actually I'll show you the code that does the majority of this. To run this, of course, you have to have the Nuget package. I'll show you. Here's all the Nuget packages that I use in this video. Let me know if you think this project is worth the price of free. If it's not, let me know how much I owe you. Okay. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and in this event called create subimages button _click. That's where most of the magic happens. And all I do here is collect some of the values the user entered. And here, I probably should highlight this a little bit, but this is where we load the pixel database from the path. And the refresh method is not used in this video. It's actually right here. But if you wanted to provide feedback on a long-running process like I do on PixelDatabase.net, that's what this is used for, but we don't need it here. So we'll go back to I'll finish explaining this little button click. And here all I do is set up my graph based on the rows and columns, get the height and width the user typed in. I type in the name of the file for the image for them, like snowflake, even though just mainly to shorten the user typing. They may want to change it if they want to. And here I just iterate through the rows and columns. And here all I do is get the left and top based on what column and row it is, and create a point and create me a size based on the height and width of our subimages. And this is where the hard part happens in the Nuget package. Pixel Database does all the rest. It just says create subimages, and you give it a point and a size. So that's just the top left and the size of the rectangle to copy to. And next, the image name, I just explained that, and the file name is just built there. And all I do here is save each file and then update my graph. And then to do events, all that does is just kind of force a refresh, because refreshes are not always, in a long-running process, a refresh may not happen, but this kind of forces everything to catch up. Kind of just makes Windows wait for everything to finish. And here I just show the user a message that we're done. Now that's all there is to it to this video. Let me know if that was worth the price of free, or send me an invoice. I'll add you to the list. All right, thanks for watching, and it's really cold where I'm at. Houston's going to be 12 degrees on Monday, which is like our coldest in 31 years. If you live north of I-10, you're probably colder than me, so I feel for you, and I feel sorry for all the animals and dogs out there, but stay warm and have a great weekend. Peace out.